with the news traditional. Today, we are going to be talking about the 2016 presidential elections, the ISIS situation, and the Ferguson shooting. Let's start with the Ferguson shooting. Hello. Today, we have a special guest, Alec Candera, who is a sergeant police officer of the Missouri State Police. Hello, Alec.
Hi, Michael. I'm very glad to be here today.
So, Alec, tell us about your experience with the Ferguson shooting.
Well, you see, I was just hanging around with my coworkers. I was keeping the protests to a minimal, but then the protesters, they started getting a bit violent.
How exactly were they getting violent?
Well, they started closing in on me and my coworkers. So I did what I was taught, and I started shooting non-lethals into the crowd to scare them off.
But why would you start shooting at them?
Well, it was what I was taught to do. It was my training and everything, and I did it to scare them off. And honestly, if they weren't given the First Amendment and they weren't given the right to protest, this would have never happened.
Now that you put it like that, yeah, I kind of agree with you. Thank you for being here, Alec. Now we have a special guest, Jeff Baker, bystander at the Ferguson shooting. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Michael. I'm very glad to be here today.
So, tell us, Jeff, about what you saw at the Ferguson shooting.
Well, I was taking my daily walk when I heard this loud slamming sound, so I went closer to investigate.
So, what exactly did you see?
Well, I saw this African American man in the car, and a white police officer was confronting him. He was kind of yelling at him, he was yelling at him, and he was telling him to get out of the car. And then the African American man refused and slammed his door on him.
How sure are you about that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, because after he slammed the door, the cop pulled out a gun and he started shooting him several times.
I have sources that say the African American man punched the cop, and I'm pretty sure that's not what happened.
I'm pretty sure that.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the AM Show. Now we will be discussing the 2016 presidential elections. Thankfully, this year there will be a lot of Republicans running. Unfortunately, one of them is Donald Trump. He has no idea what he's doing. Donald Trump wants to change our amendments. He wants to add a new amendment to cancel out the 14th Amendment. Now let's welcome Donald Trump. Hello, Donald.
Hello, Michael. It's always nice to see you.
So, can you tell me why you want to kind of take out our amendments?
Well, there's way too many Mexicans in our country. They just come in for free and they can do whatever they want. I mean, most of them are too dumb to even understand anything but their stupid language. I think we should just kick all of them out and forbid any to ever come in again.
I completely disagree with you, and just take it easy. You're getting a little too worked up. Now, we have the wonderful Hillary Clinton. Hillary?
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Hillary. So, what are you trying to do, pretty much?
Well, I'm trying to lower the cost of prescription medication as a part of a series of campaigning events.
Not like that's been tried before. Oh well, you're probably not going to do it, but I wish you the best of luck. Oh, by the way, your emails were leaked. How do you feel about that?
Well, I wasn't really too happy that my emails were leaked to the public.
Now we know how much of a fraud you really are, Hillary.
A fraud?
I'm a fraud?
Now on to our next story, ISIS! Thankfully, for this story, we don't have any guests. This just in! We have a Yazidi girl that shared her story of escaping an ISIS helicopter. Sadly, she couldn't be here today. But Aziza Ahmed, 14, was one of 30 others trying to escape an ISIS helicopter on Mount Sinjar to get to a military helicopter. Families, including Aziza's, have spent more than a week trapped in the mountains without food or water. This is just one of the terrible things ISIS has done. Thank you for tuning in to AM Show, where we keep the news traditional.